What if your breath isn't just keeping you alive, but creating your reality? Most people take 23,000 unconscious breaths a day and wonder why their life feels stuck. Here's the truth. Your breath sends out an electromagnetic signal up to 8 feet around you, shaping your world. That's why positive thinking alone doesn't work. You're not stuck because of your thoughts. You're stuck because you're breathing reactively. But once you learn to breathe with intention, everything shifts. I'll show you the 4-step sacred breath protocol and a 0.3-second quantum pause that reprograms your entire reality from the inside out. Your breath isn't survival, it's your superpower, and you're wasting 23,000 chances a day to use it. Most people breathe to survive, not to live. Right now, your breath is probably shallow, fast, stuck in your chest. That's mechanical breathing. It keeps your body alive, but starves your soul. Ancient cultures knew something we've forgotten.
Breath isn't just air. It's energy, a sacred bridge between the physical and the quantum. When you breathe consciously, you're not just calming your mind. You're literally shifting your reality. Think about it. Every emotion, every choice, every moment of clarity or chaos, you breathed through it. Your breath doesn't just reflect your state, it creates it. Mechanical breath happens to you. Sacred breath happens through you. When you breathe with awareness, you stop reacting and start creating, not just surviving, aligning. And what I'm about to show you will shatter everything you thought you knew about reality. You think you control your thoughts, but really, you're trapped by them. That voice in your head, the one always talking, that's not you. You're not the thoughts racing through your mind. You're the one watching them. Try this. Just observe your breath. Don't change it. As you do, notice the thoughts popping up. If you can watch your thoughts, you aren't your thoughts. This is the birth of the observer. The real you isn't the noise, it's the awareness behind it. Your mind is like a river. Your thoughts are the water, but you are the one sitting on the riverbank, calm, still, untouched, like the sky watching clouds pass. Storms come and go, but the sky stays the same. You are the sky, not the clouds. Not the chaos. The silent, aware presence that's been there your whole life. Your ego wants you to forget that. But now, you remember. Your mind never stops talking. It tells stories about who you are, what people think, what might go wrong. But that voice lives in the past or future, never in now. The observer, though, it lives in the present moment, where all real power exists. When you shift from reacting to watching your thoughts, everything changes. You stop being controlled and start choosing. This is true freedom, and your breath is the anchor. Each conscious breath pulls you back to who you really are, out of the chaos, into clarity. This isn't just spiritual, it's quantum. The observer effect in physics shows. The act of observing changes reality, and hidden in your breath is a 0.3-second gap, a quantum pause, where you can literally reprogram your life. You felt it before. Moments when time slowed, in love, in crisis, in stillness. That wasn't luck, that was a glimpse. Now try this. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. That space in between isn't empty, it's sacred. The Egyptians called it the silence of Ra, a doorway between worlds. Enter it, and everything changes. This isn't just breath work. It's a gateway to the field of infinite possibility, hidden in the pause between breaths. The Egyptians knew what quantum physics now proves. Creation happens in the space between one breath and the next, between thoughts, between who you were and who you're becoming. Like silence in music, without the pause, there's no rhythm, no meaning, just noise. But when you enter the quantum pause, the mental noise quiets. I should, I must, I need disappears, and something deeper emerges. Pure intention. Not ego's craving, but the soul's clarity. This pause is the womb of creation, where dreams aren't just imagined, they're instructed to reality.
The mystics called it the eye of the needle, a tiny still point where infinite possibility becomes form. Most people miss it. They rush, they think, they force. But power lives in the pause, not by holding your breath, but by surrendering to your own sacred rhythm. And in that stillness, something awakens. Not up in your mind, but deep in your body. Because the truth is, your body has been whispering the key to manifesting for years. You've just been too busy to hear it. Just like the ancients built temples to house the divine. You're meant to build one too, not with stone, but with breath and awareness. Every pyramid, every cathedral was built with purpose. To connect heaven and earth, your body is no different. It's a living temple, already sacred, but mostly uninhabited. The Egyptians knew this. They mapped the body as sacred architecture, each breath unlocking a chamber of consciousness, each room holding wisdom or wounds. That tightness in your chest, maybe it's grief you never faced. That tension in your shoulders could be burdens you were never meant to carry. The lump in your throat, unspoken truths still echoing inside you. Your body keeps score of everything, and breath is the key to unlock it. Each conscious inhale is a renovation, dusting off forgotten rooms, dissolving emotional debris, restoring the energy that's been trying to flow through you all along. So breathe, and with each breath, descend deeper into your inner temple. Breathe into your heart, where love and memory live. Breathe into your belly, where power and truth wait. This is your sacred architecture, and breath is how you come home to it. With each breath, you're not just observing your inner temple, you're cleansing it, blessing it, reclaiming it. Just like the Egyptians aligned their pyramids with the stars to channel divine energy, you're aligning your body to higher frequencies through conscious breath. This isn't about fixing your body. It's about fully inhabiting it, honoring its wisdom, clearing the blocks that keep your truth hidden. And once you do that, your entire reality shifts. Because breath doesn't just change you, it changes the field around you. Science now confirms your heart creates an electromagnetic field extending 8 feet from your body, and your breath directly affects that field. When you breathe with stress or chaos, your field spreads that disturbance like ripples on water. But when you breathe in peace, coherence, and presence, your field becomes magnetic stillness. A mirror-like lake reflecting harmony. Ever felt calm just by being near someone? That's not luck, that's breath energy. We're always broadcasting our inner state, not with words, but with breath. You can be the one who walks into a room and brings stillness without saying a thing. Breathe consciously and become the calm in the storm. Every breath you take is felt by others, even if they don't realize it. Children especially feel your energy instantly. When you're anxious, they get restless. But when you breathe with calm presence, they soften. Like magic. This isn't magic though. It's the breath field in action. Your breath creates a field that affects every room you enter, every conversation you have. Take a few conscious breaths before a hard conversation, and you're not just calming yourself, you're creating space for truth, peace, and real connection. Your breath shifts the energy in your workplace, in your home, in the world, because you're not separate. You're part of a vast, invisible web. And every breath of peace you take feeds the whole. But here's the truth. You don't need to perform peace. Just be it. The field responds to authenticity, not effort. The ancient ones knew this. An awakened person doesn't need to speak to serve. Their presence does the work. You've journeyed inward through silence, breath, and stillness, and discovered the secret no one told you. The most powerful thing you can do is often to do nothing at all. In a world obsessed with hustle, your stillness is revolutionary. The quantum field doesn't respond to effort. It responds to alignment. Not your to-do list, not your 5-year plan, but your frequency, your state of being. And the highest frequency? Stillness. Not the stillness of giving up, but the stillness of a mountain. A mountain doesn't chase. It doesn't resist. It simply holds its presence. and lets the world flow around it. When you learn to breathe into that mountain-like stillness, life starts arranging itself around you, not by force, but by frequency. Opportunities appear, answers arrive, the right people cross your path without struggle. This isn't magic, it's physics. When you stop broadcasting chaos and start radiating coherence, the field responds by matching your clarity. Like the eye of a hurricane, still, powerful. The calm center that organizes the storm. This is the stillness that shifts timelines. The stillness that doesn't control life, it magnetizes harmony. Control is exhausting. Alignment is effortless. Stop pushing. Start resonating. When you breathe consciously, when you enter the quantum pause, when you fully inhabit your inner temple, you stop trying to force life and start allowing life to flow through you. This is not passivity, this is precision. The stillness of a master archer, poised, present, and ready. From this stillness, your actions become effortless, not because you're doing more, but because you're finally in alignment. So as you leave this space, you're not returning to who you were. You're returning to who you've always been. The breath has shown you. Stillness isn't the absence of power. Stillness is power. You've awakened the observer. You've touched the sacred pause. You've entered your inner temple. You've remembered. Your breath is a transmitter, radiating peace or chaos up to 8 feet around you. And with each conscious inhale, you're not just breathing, you're broadcasting. You've seen the truth. The most powerful action is often no action at all. Not force, but resonance. Not effort, but coherence. And when the world pulls you away, as it will, when thoughts spiral, when emotion clouds, remember, the shortest path home is breath. 3 conscious inhales, 1 sacred pause, a single moment of stillness, and you're home again. This isn't about being perfect. It's about returning. With each conscious breath, you're reshaping your reality from the quantum level up. You're proving that consciousness, not circumstance, creates your life. So as you rise from this space, let your breath be your compass. Let stillness be your throne. Let awareness walk with you. Breathe, not to survive, but to remember. Not to escape, but to embody. Not to control, but to create. The breath is the key. You are the door. Step through.